He's far too happy.
Yep.
Welcome to our episode of Video Thing, where we're going to be doing some Planet Coaster. Some. It's the that's how the French would say it, right? It's like Le Coaster du Monde.
Yes, I guess so.
Well, that'd probably be world. Coaster of the world.
Coaster of the world!
Yeah. We're playing some Planet Coaster. The guys from Elite made a theme park game.
They did also make Roller Coaster Tycoon free. So
did they? Oh, I didn't realise. Okay.
Well, some of them, I don't know what percentage of people have lasted that long.
So in theory, they have coaster experience.
Yes.
I'm just going to start up straight away. That guy's face is hilarious. I'm assuming that's your avatar.
Yes, that's my avatar. You don't really get that many options.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
You're infused. Let me just load into this end of this career level, I guess.
Pretty sure I broke the mic there.
Yeah, I think you did. You definitely maxed out the waveform a little bit.
I apologise.
It'll be fine. You'll edit that and it'll be fine.
I'm trying to think what this music reminds me of as well. It's like sort of hipster music. It's often, it's like there's that feel good line of crappy pop.
Sure.
All right. So this looks like we're just jumping right in it.
Yeah, this is the first career mission. So I've already finished all the objectives, so I'm just loading into a part that I've done stuff in. So you start off with a lot of this scenery already here, like all this shit, and this roller coaster and that ride are already here.
Okay, right. So you haven't even built this coaster.
No, I built this one.
Oh, okay. The smaller.
Yes.
The less wooden one.
Yes, the less wooden roller coaster.
It's quite classy wooden coaster. Nice smooth design.
And that's the problem when you're trying to design roller coasters, as we'll get to.
And they've got to be smooth.
Yep. So yeah,
it's not a bad looking game. Just off from the off. Nice amount of zoom. There's some people walking through each other there, but whatever.
Well, it actually does a reasonably good job of
I mean, look at this guy. Just look at this green guy right here,
bumping into each other slightly.
Yeah, look at the green guy's just wedging into. That's a little too close.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's when they're in groups that they get a bit close together. But when it's crowded, you can actually see it significantly slows down people trying to walk past each other and getting jammed up.
I guess it had to, right? If depending on how it's simulating crowds, right? It wants to simulate congestion.
Yeah.
Like these guys trying to run, like it's Green Shirt Man again, just trying to wedge his way through the crowd, and it's like no, we're all stuck here on the corner because we're all assholes and no one gets out of the way.
No. And yeah,
perhaps they should have used some of Assassin's Creed crowd dynamics to have shoulder brushing.
As you can see, the people move as literal groups.
Okay,
so this is a whole family.
A whole family, yeah.
6 people.
The Lamb family
that go together and move in one lump.
Magdalena Lamb.
So yeah,
it's a beautiful cut of meat. Oh, it's got bubbles.
Yeah, it's got a bubble generator.
Some nice detailed noises going on as well.
Yes, like this. The classic, hear those motors go.
They always do have that classic whine, don't they? That sort of... I'm
not sure you can hear it on this one. Oh, you can when it's going up and down.
What is that?
It's the flying thingamajiggle.
Flying thingamajiggle. Oh, look.
Let's go into...
They even have little wings.
No, not that one.
Cinematic seat mode.
Yeah, let's go to look at their faces mode.
Okay. I might enjoy this quite a bit then. Woohoo!
Yes, you might make a dumb noise really loud.
Woohoo! I'll just get away from the mic when I do it. There we go. I'll lean back, create a nice echo. Perhaps we need a different camera angle to see the people coming. Is there anyone coming? Here they go. Ping! Ping, 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 snap, snap, snap.
Yes, they don't really have an animation of getting in, because I guess that would be kind of complicated.
Well, there'd be a lot to... Well, I suppose there's a lot to do anyway, but I guess that most rides have a similar seat design. Well, these guys are already pumped, and the thing's just about lifting.
Of course.
Wait, is her face doing... Yeah, they're already simulating G-face. Look at it, it's already wafting in the...
Gotta have
appropriate music. Ah! She's obviously not good with heights.
No, evidently.
Hey. Woohoo! Put us in the seat.
This one.
Hey. Oh, it's getting dark.
Yep, nighttime dark.
Well, actually, this is kind of boring from this seat. Can we get another seat?
No.
No, okay.
You get one seat, but all the seats are more or less the same.
Yeah, because we can't actually see the ride. This is the problem. Like,
no. You want like this one.
Yeah, okay, that's quite cool. Waft. Pass through that beam. Yeah.
My precisely positioned scenery that doesn't quite ram into anyone.
So do you reckon on this ride I'm judging by how it's flying, like all the seats are just free spinning?
I don't know. I think I guess they could be, but they seem like a bit too randomised to be entirely loose. Like sometimes they'll all stop at a weird angle, and sometimes they'll just spin.
But then waltzers are always, in theory, should have behaved the same way, right? But then occasionally you get the crap car that doesn't really spin at all, and it's like, well, that was a rubbish little ride.
You get some chaos theory going on.
Yeah.
They're my nicely designed parrot.
Yeah, you even get little dudes watching
at the entrance.
Yeah. He's really happy to be there.
He's infused. Not quite as infused as the vendors, though, if we go over to, like...
Okay. Share.
Yes, they have a Simlish equivalent.
Okay. I'd love it if they had taken the Simlish and, reverse engineered it.
I don't think you need to reverse engineer Simlish. It's kind of obvious what they're doing.
I guess.
Unless you're assuming that Simlish actually had, like, logic.
Language, yeah.
I mean, I expect you have to have some amount of logic in a fake language.
But, no.
Nighttime doesn't actually last that long because that signifies the end of the month.
I see. Oh, got it. So it's not actually simulating a day-night cycle, it's just...
No.
Also, I couldn't help but notice that there was a very stylish, trash toss going on.
Yes, they don't actually put... Well, you watch these guys. They don't actually put the rubbish in the bin. They just casually huss it, and it magically teleports into the bin.
Yeah. Someone needs a handyman to sort out that barrel.
And see if they do it before they get out of range. Oh, they're not gonna. These guys.
What's the bin range? Then is it quite large? Then
it's fairly large. Is anyone going to chuck in the bin?
Yeah, don't dance into that kid, Green Trouser Man. Well, Green Trouser Man's on his own. Look at him go.
He's infused. Oh, wait.
Wait.
It's very stylish. Where's my handymans?
Handymans.
Is there anyone? I don't see any. They're not coming down this path. Let's quickly dig into my park management and see if I can find one.
Can you just pick them up?
Yeah, you can.
Yay. Was that the button for going to find this guy?
Oh, they're both over here. Look at him smush this bin.
Oh, I see. You don't actually clean the bins out. You just mush them down.
Well, there are in real life. There's bottom emptying bins.
Oh, really?
I mean, they don't empty into anything. They just empty into another compartment, so it's like a stopgap.
Oh, okay.
But you can mush them down and compact it slightly.
Mm-hmm. The bins are deeper than the floor.
Yeah.
But then that must be a real pain in the ass to then sort out later.
Yeah.
So what does it do when you pick them up? Do they dangle?
Yes, they do. On a little tornado kind of thing.
Can you then spin them around?
Like this.
What? No, that's not quite as cool as I was hoping for. I was hoping a sort of black and white style, like this guy just hanging in your fingers, sort of.
A literal dangle.
Yeah, then you can fling him around a bit. So are all the vendors the same? They all seem to be doing the similar sort of ruffling.
Yes.
Rustling.
They have the same animation.
Oh, but they do at least get different faces.
Yes, they're different people.
There's not like Vendor Man.
No.
The Cosmic Cow Milkshake.
Hot Dog Squad. Although that's a sub-brand of Chief Beef, which is the burgers.
Chief Beef. Oh, I like that.
You'll see it over here, Chief Beef.
Oh, I see.
Or if you really want, you could actually have... I don't know if we have them unlocked in here. Oh, we do. We could have actual Chief Beef.
Oh, quality. Whee. Entertainer status. Oh, Chief Beef! Hey kids! Eat my fatness!
Also, in another element of the awesomeness of Chief Beef, if we go to this building, when you're building parts of scenery that are related to Chief Beef, you get this.
Oh, that may be the single greatest sound effect.
There's various ones as well that are slightly different. I'm not sure if
boy, we'll have to remember that. That is a quality sound effect.
I'm not sure if I do it again, whether it will give me a different one. No, it's the same. Different one. No, it's just going to give me that one over there.
That is the Chief Beef ident, I guess.
There are a couple of different ones. And then Hot Dog Squad has like a police siren.
Alright, okay.
And then a more military sounding guy who's like, Hot Dog Squad!
What about the Cosmic Cow?
The Cosmic Cow has the very traditional crazy Japaneseness. It's just the cow on that one.
Classic.
Do I get a slightly different? It's one of the really funny things about this game, where it's like the branding is so good on their fake brands.
Cosmic Goo. Hot dog squad.
Hot Dog Squad.
I'm gonna hot dog.
So yeah.
Okay, so but how does this actually play?
How does this actually play? Well, so,
Is it good?
Yes, it's pretty good.
All right.
Let's actually try and build a ride, just a regular ass ride.
2% of parrot flights look too intense.
2% of people think.
Oh, right. Not 2% of parrots. So I'm complaining. It's like, it's just hard work being a parrot on this. Well, 2% of your parrots are complaining. That's not too bad.
We build the cube.
Yes. Is it? Oh, it's nothing like the cube.
No.
There's no crazy lady in a helmet.
Also, here's another, like, little... There's so many little, like, sound elements to this game where it's just, like, random things. So, like, you probably can't hear it very well, because you can't, because we've got the sound turned down. But when you're moving the thing around, it makes, like metal crunchy noises. Oh,
yeah, a little bit.
But then when you go into a position that's invalid, you just get a little...
Yeah.
You get a little guy go, no!
No! So I can sort of see how this ride works. It's like a square of metal with other squares that is
it's
metal.
like a 3D gyroscope thing.
Yeah.
Spinner.
Do you reckon those exist? I mean, it seems plausible, right? But then
let's build it behind these benches.
Then I guess it'd be tricky to get like big enough motors to maintain all the little bits.
Unless
inside.
it's free swinging and it just chaos fairies it again.
Yeah, I guess it could. Let's watch. Have you built one of these before?
No, I haven't.
All right, this is new. All right, so what customization options do we get? Because at the moment, I'm not feeling it's very...
You're not feeling the hot pink.
I'm not feeling the hot pink.
You'll see when it goes to the test mode, you get crash test dummies as well, which is also
that's quite neat.
A neat little effect.
Well, I'm thinking it's not really in theme with the rest of your park.
No, but we can...
I mean, we should make it Chief Beef themed. Like cheap beef in the cube. Cheap beef? Chief beef?
Chief beef and the cheap beef. You can also...
That should be like, you should have a choice of like, do you want chief beef or do you want cheap beef? Like, do you want to sell your punters like, slightly worse cuts?
Yeah, the rubbish.
Make more profit.
You can also do this whole thing. Like, you can edit the entire ride sequence, so you can actually like delete these or add them to make it longer and shorter as well.
Oh, right, so it's just I guess this basically could lock some bits in place.
Well, no, I mean it's like an animation sequence that it goes through, I suppose. But
okay, because I guess this one isn't really physicsing.
No, I mean none of them are really physicsing, I suppose.
Okay,
most of the stuff is just an animation at some point.
I was just thinking about those planes, like whether it was physicsing that, yeah.
But then, like, the only options you have on this one is just like main sequence.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just where it rotates.
Yeah. And does that like to increase? I mean, the crash test dummies have emotions.
Well, it's tests, so they know the results of the test. So
it's quite a fearful ride.
Yes,
is that because you're constantly looking
constantly spinning? Yes.
Well, yeah, and it looks like there's quite a few tons and tons of moments where it looks like your legs are about a centimetre away from the edge of the cube.
Yes, probably part of it. So what colours do you reckon we should go for?
I mean, how customisable are these?
Well, you've got pallets, or you can have parrots.
Okay, right. Oh, and the hex codes as well.
Yeah, and hex code if you want to just type that shit in. So we can totally make Happy Salad Green if you can remember what it is.
No, I have no idea what the hex code for Happy Salad Green is. Well, let's stand brand. Let's make it green and red.
Okay, so green supports, I guess. That probably makes sense.
That's close enough.
And then like red in the middle.
Oh, you get gradient colour as well.
Yeah, it fades from... That's kind of gross.
Well, if it was white, that'd be pretty gross.
Dark green? White, I guess. Yeah, white's not too bad. Looks slightly strange.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like...
What is this other bit of red attached to?
We could have another... You could just have another shade of red and make it like a shiny red tomato.
I guess. Like... wait, I'm chasing the wrong one. Like dark red?
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy salad branding.
But those crash test dummies, they stand out a bit.
And then you've got your standard Roller Coaster Tycoon style.
Okay, yeah.
How many people you want to load.
There's no entrance for Cube 2. Why is it called Cube 2? Because did you put one down and check it?
No. I don't know why, but it just seems like you just get random numbers sometimes. I suspect it might be due to like how they built the scenario in the engine of the game and then deleted things afterwards or something.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just a ruse to make people think. Random. Well, no, because the punters come in and go, no, forget that.
Forget Cube 1.
Forget that non-existent the cube. This is the next level cube. This is
more advanced cube tech. You could also have priority pass lines if you have the you have it enabled.
Right, yeah.
But so now I actually need to build.
So you could actually be more of an arsehole designer then of these theme parks and put stuff in that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Like or poor people hate. That's really
poor people.
I don't know. Priority pass does kind of annoy me as a thing.
Let's just build some kind of cube path.
Ooh, what's that made of? Just glass on grass.
Blue cube.
No, blue cube path.
What does it say in the description? Oh, it doesn't have a description. So never mind then.
I can hear some sort of vague dubstep
it's
going
playing
on.
The cube song. Apparently.
The cube song. Do you get to customize that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Let's just do a standard bit of a wiggly path and then a straight. Oh no, not from that end. No.
You're going to stealth it, like hide the complexity of the queue from punters, so they don't know how long it's going to really be.
So actually, so we can go in here and then look at the cube, or you could
add your own music.
Shove shit in a music folder.
Oh, we really could make the Happy Salad theme park with all all our rubbishy old music.
But we'd have to go out of the gate to do that. So.
Sure, we'll forget it for now.
So then the other important thing is you have this rating.
The queue scenery. Oh, scenery rating. Ooh.
Yep, so actual scenery next to the queue line improves people's
because that never really
perceptions.
did anything in previous games, right? Like, what, in any sort of previous theme parky game?
Well, in some cases it did. Like the flowers in Old Roller Coaster Tycoon, people would occasionally appreciate that.
Okay, but it wasn't necessarily like associated with the queue that they were in. It was just sort of park amenities. Amenity.
Yeah, I suppose.
A sort of a general loveliness rating for your park.
Yes. I need pirate theme just because this is pirate theme park and I just want a lot of litter in the park. Yeah.
Make sure there's enough bin. Well, we need to hire another handyman.
Apparently.
Need to give him his own personal tornado so he can get out.
You've got standard random stuff like barrels and
barrel
kind of standard stuff. Fruity cargo.
Fruity cargo. Shame that's not real fruit.
Or you could just have a giant animated kraken.
Wow, that is pretty big.
So obviously you just.
Although, like, if you put something of that size in, it sinks into the floor.
Yes, it's meant to go in water, obviously.
Okay. Oh, I get it, because that'll be the launch pod.
It will be like surface for underwater.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And there's smaller animatronic stuff as well, like little shooting pirates.
Patoosh. I'm going to shoot right at the crowd. It's not a fire hazard at all.
And yeah, just a bunch of other random bits of scenery that you can just whack in. A bit of a well.
Hey, the end of the...
Now we can actually see again. Let's just open this up.
It's good that they put their night cycle in and they did actually make it so, rides have lights and stuff.
Yes. And you can put lights in yourself. In fact, if we go into... I think it's in... Is it in building? Decorations? Yeah, you've got all kinds of,
colourable
lights and stuff.
Huh, so you really could go to town on this, even though it's in the daytime most of the time.
Well, unfortunately, there's a way to solve that.
Oh, can you just make it night, permanent night mode?
You can just set lighting to whatever time you need.
Oh, that's kind of cool. But then do you lose the sort of sense of where in the year you are?
Well, I mean, you still have the actual time and mouse over for the date, so you still technically know what time it is. but it's more convenient for if you just need to.
Oh, right. So even if you change the lighting, it
doesn't actually change the time. So if you need to see what,
it's just in case you want to take pretty screenshots, basically.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we can stick one of these lights, say, down here somewhere, and then maybe make it some kind of green.
How many lights can you put down till it sort of gets a bit screwy?
What do you mean?
Well, because light sources are tricky for games, right?
Well, I don't know, but probably quite a lot, as we'll see in maybe one of the other parks. I mean, there's plenty of other lights going around, torches and strings of things.
Strings of things.
And the rides, obviously.
Yeah.
You just get
quite
rid of this
nice.
again.
Wait.
And several of the different active park elements, like animatronics and lights and stuff, you can have them trigger on rides, like roller coasters. So you can set points on tracks to trigger effects.
That's pretty cool.
Which I think I did over on this roller coaster.
Yeah, so what's this called? What do you call this thing?
Unnamed
roller coaster.
Jungle Outpost.
Jungle Outpost, okay.
This one, I believe, when the train leaves the station, these cannons fire. I think that was the trigger I made.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Let's just see if it does. I think it's about to go.
Does your animatronic man do something? Bang! Yeah, they don't make a sound.
I think they do, you just can't hear it very well. So yeah, I did all... This is a ride that I made entirely myself.
Okay. And how was that experience?
It's... Shut up.
There's a lot of litter.
Where is this lot of litter?
Can you not click those notifications to take you to it?
No, that seems to be one thing that's sort of missing, is the actual where the hell is the litter.
Where is the problem? Yeah.
Well, it's mainly the litter specifically. It's like a lot of the other stuff seems to have...
I guess it used to be nice and obvious, right, in old 2D games, because litter would be massive.
And it was like a per tile thing.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, unless it's... This road down next to the coastline used to have a lot of litter on it. No.
These are some reasonably compact...
Well,
that guy's
doing some sweeping. So.
It looked like he was doing a bit of a sign flipping there with his...
He does. When your janitors are happy, they walk along spinning the broom.
Sweet.
So anyway, yes, this roller coaster I made. Let's actually ride it, I suppose. No, not the building.
Wait, so the cinematic camera is annoyingly in the hut, so you couldn't see anything. But okay.
Well, I mean, it changes over time.
Yeah, nice view of the cube from here.
Yes, you can see it in the distance through the trees.
The cube.
Can I turn this around?
Hey, is that Damon Hill working the ride? Look at him.
Not quite. He's slightly more black than Damon Hill.
It's tan.
So let's see how well this ride actually runs.
Oh, my arms.
My arms!
Oh, the red tree in your face. Yippee! Oh, we hit that bird as well. We get all the collisions. Yeah, nice and casual.
Not too
And a
bad.
bit of a break.
And what's the actual stats on that like? Oh, not terrible actually.
That's quite a high excitement rating. Oh, you've gone yellow on your fear rating.
It's constantly adjusting, but it's okay.
So does that depend on the types of people that end up going on it? Do the adjustments? Okay,
No, it's probably because I haven't run it since I put a little bit of extra scenery in at some point. And I hadn't recalculated.
I guess you just went and looked at it again, and it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But
All right, so this actual scenery is important to the ride as well.
yeah, you can actually see it sometimes if you're actually watching the people. Like if you put scenery really close to the track, they do the shield over their face animation.
So that increases your fear rating, I guess.
Yeah. And as you can see, live stats. So as it's going around, you can see it. Oh, well, you can do this.
Or where they think it's the best. So they're super. Oh wait, then there's no excitement up the lift hill, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a boring bit in the middle bit. Everywhere else pretty okay.
That's quite a good metric.
What we got for fear? Yeah.
Wait, so no, it's the other way around.
Well, no, fear is bad at both ends. So when
Right.
it's boring, that's not fun, and when it's too much, it's not fun either.
Oh, so you've got quite a high fear rating.
Yeah, quite a high fear rating. In the middle.
I guess that's trees.
Yeah, it's a lot of trees and the overbanked corner that I did and stuff, and the nausea. That's also why a lot of fear.
Is it because
The nausea section.
I guess you're not banking enough, like to get the
No,
nausea
I think
up,
it's a. Yeah, I don't actually. Let's look at the G-force and see if. Okay, well, there's some fairly high lateral Gs. That's probably a part of the reason. Yeah, no one likes lateral Gs. Lateral Gs are the worst, except for forward Gs. Those are also bad, but you don't really very often get forward Gs.
Breaking Gs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so some good metrics there.
And then a bunch of... So, see, even with all the scenery, track scenery, I think it's still only low. So there's a lot
Maybe
more...
they don't like trees.
Well, I mean, trees are probably, like, don't count for much.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big thing, but it probably only counts as, like, one thing.
It was always like, not to throw Fort Park under the bus a little bit, because, Fort Park's one of my favourite parks.
Yeah.
But it's got, like, that when they had that Saw ride there, and it's basically like, well, they themed the queue as much as they could, right?
Forgot about the ride.
Well, yeah, the ride's just in the nearby woods. It's like, they obviously just cut a path through the woods that already existed and didn't need to do anything else. It's like, alright, fine. It's a little bit like when you go on like those log rides, right? And then it's like the moment they get away from the fake sawmill. Or
Yes, the fake sawmill.
It's like oh, we're just in a bit of
a trough.
Yeah.
This ride has 100% on the Q scenery rating with my little animatronic patrolling soldier and barrels and stuff. And
more barrels and wells.
Building.
And yeah, the building's the highlight here. It's even got one of those like things you can ride up in Assassin's Creed. Sort of crane things.
Cut the rope and
go. Because that's how they work.
So yeah, that's the other important thing to talk about is the actual building system. Because like even these I built the little because I needed another set of food and drink vendors at this end of the park. So
all right, build us something. What can we build?
Yes, let's see. I mean, now that I'm in sandbox mode, I can build whatever. Oh, I also made the toilet cave.
Wow, that looks like you're going into a VR bog as well.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually go anywhere. That's the thing.
Right, you just have to put the door in.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's quite funny. So you don't have to worry about capacity of bogs.
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It does seem like they might get slightly crowded because I've definitely seen people waiting outside. So if we go
Street Fox coffee. Have we got any coffee? Monsieur Fritz. Excellente. I'd eat there.
Just a memento.
Information. The hot dog squad. Hat's fantastic. Gulpy slush. Gulpy energy. Gulpy. And the chief beef.
Let's try Excellente.
Excellente.
So
partly because that's a good idea because I kind of want to hear what the brand.
Yeah, I was kind of interested as well to see what this one says when we place it. So let's vaguely line this up the path. I didn't really hear it.
Nope.
So
taco.
Those people just slightly disappeared. I think that's because
you're going into edit mode or something.
Let's see it pause for a minute.
Okay.
That will also let us hear Excellente.
It's gone quite quiet now.
So I've placed this just down.
So you could just put cubes down.
Yeah, you can just have generic building cube.
Generic meat cube.
But now when we're in building mode, if you go over to here and look at the wall parts.
That's quite a lot of wall parts.
I guess,
that's quite a lot of wall parts.
I guess we should probably stick to the castle kind of theme.
Can you make just out of curiosity, can you make this the amount of view space you have here any bigger? What do you mean this? To see all these
swatches?
Really.
You can make it worse.
Yeah. But then some of the pieces are the differences are so subtle.
That's why you have a search bar so you can at least filter it.
Yeah, I'd quite like to have a pull up on this bar so you can just make the bar bigger when you're in it.
Oh wait.
You can.
Oh, then mine then.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't think you could, but apparently you can.
Excellent. Yeah, they thought that through.
I just had mouse over that precise bit.
And then if it was doubly nice, I'd probably side mount it so it doesn't, I don't know. I'd prefer my bar. If I'm on a widescreen monitor, I'd prefer my bar to be the side.
Doesn't look like you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to drag it around, see if it will go sideways, but I don't think it will.
Still, they sort of thought of it.
So yeah, let's quickly filter this to sandstone, which is the pirate-themed stuff. And then we need
wood pirate tea. Do we have to have this green brickwork on the mix?
Well, it'll be hidden in a minute.
Oh, okay, you're just gonna mask it.
So should we try wood instead, maybe? Let's see what we got in wood.
Excellente!
Modern wood.
Oh, I see. It's actually got proper surrounds for them as well.
Natural wood. Oh yeah, natural wood the other way.
So you don't have to use these surrounds then. You could, in theory, try and build something yourself around it.
Yeah, essentially.
So this is really stupid, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got this surround. What if we pulled it 3 blocks forward?
We need 3 blocks.
Just keep it. Oh no, it snapped. Okay.
Yeah, it snaps to the edges of the square.
I was sort of thinking if you could make a surround that was so they ended up having a tunnel, and then somehow the customers are it wouldn't work obviously in the game, but just in my head it's just this is a really long way.
It's really super long counter.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I built one, I built it like that, and they clip through it a bit when they're leading onto the.
Right, they still make they work somehow. It's not like them just constantly getting stuck going, I really want a taco, I really want a taco, but this tunnel's too big.
So yeah, when you're just building basic building stuff, you can just,
slap down a big old wall.
Casually snap bits together. Yeah, have to do the back, I suppose, if you want to go full feedback and just go nothing but fascia.
Yeah. Are you limited to the grid? Or...
Kinda. I mean, with the main building parts, you sort of are. There's
a little bit of jiggle
ones,
going on.
so you can have. Well, it's between the edges of each square, so you can have half heights.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So
and then there's there are some that do 1 meter high segments, so you can be slightly more subtle. But
and then it's just stack the segments. Or,
essentially. Yeah. But then at a certain point, you've also just got roof tiles that just sit on top, so there's so
it's not full flexibility, but quite a lot.
Yeah,
there's quite a lot of pieces here. Just thinking these quarter circle pieces and making some Japanese huts or something,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Just slap some wood on it.
It's a crate. We've made a crate.
Yep, we've made a crate.
Right now, we need to theme it like a giant treasure chest.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's see if we can find some kind of. We're going to need. I don't know if we can find. We need some kind of. I think there are semicircular curved roofs that we might be able to use. Well, not like that.
Tiny little pieces.
What we got?
We've got some thatch.
Wait, this one maybe?
Steel curves.
That's sort of like the top of a treasure chest, right? If you have it that way around.
What are you trying to make it open a bit?
Yeah.
Or...
Put some treasure up there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The only trouble is, I don't think you can colour these
steel
roof
bits
pieces. Don't think so.
Oh, they won't see it from below.
Is there any other more appropriately coloured bits? I don't think.
Okay. So how are we going to fill in the edge?
What you mean?
Oh, I suppose we don't have to. I guess we just put overflowing.
Yeah, put some treasure.
Overflowing goods
of some kind. So yeah, you've got all the little extra bits like chimneys and stuff.
Honk.
Just have a chimney cannon. Doors and windows. See.
Gun? Oh no, that's a bent pipe.
Iron hangers.
Iron pipes. Just to add that little bit of authenticity to your plumbing.
Let's at least randomly put a door on the end of it, I guess. What have we got in terms of door? Wooden door arch? Well, that's a bit wide.
Put a door on a treasure chest.
Because you need to get in there.
Does the staff actually?
Because it's technically a shop.
Does the staff actually need to get in?
No.
Well, then don't put a door on it.
Well, make it realistic.
Well, can you make a door look a little bit like a lock? Somehow.
You can make maybe a window lock type thing. What window could you? Or maybe one of the. That's a bit small.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just like one of these, maybe. Don't have to put it there. You can put it up here.
Yeah.
Just slap it in. Yeah.
It's getting there.
Needs a bit of edging, I think, along the top. Maybe.
Yes, definitely. Bit of gild. A little bit of carvery. Not the meat kind, but
Oh, and we probably maybe want at least one light up there to light up the treasure.
Oh yes.
And we'll just sink that into the floor.
How does that work? If it's under the floor, does it still light?
I think it probably does. Hang on, let me turn on nighttime lighting again. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, can we make some lights that sparkle? So it's like
possibly. Wait, I kind of needed to select that.
It's gone now.
Let me just undo that and put it up here first so I can actually change the colour. Like yellowy.
Yeah, just yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And quickly
use world axes.
Well, it doesn't really help at all. Shuffle it into place. Shove it in there a bit. Yeah, it's looking sort of good. We're going to need lights on the front as well, I guess.
Yeah.
We are going to want. Where is the Mexican sign?
Let's get it in there. Can you put the wrong sign on for the wrong place?
Yeah, you totally can.
Okay, that seems odd. Come to Chief Beef. We'll give you a coffee.
Pretty much. Where is it? It's got to be in here, surely. There's Gulpy. That's fantastic. There's Hot Dog Squad.
Presumably.
Memento.
Oh, further down, because we're in J.
Excellent. Here we are.
Okay.
What have we got? Can't. No, hang on. Turn off night lighting again. Okay.
Could put it on the side. Yeah.
Well, there's a nicely lit up one. What else?
I should just use those as the banner around the top, just like cover it.
That may be a little much.
That makes a difference.
I think maybe this one on this side, maybe. That's maybe a bit wide. Or we could angle it. Do a jaunty angle.
Jaunty excellent.
So let's just slap it in the middle.
Not quite sure what he said there.
And like weird.
Mionte, did he say? Like, is he pronouncing it really weirdly?
Or maybe he's not saying Mexican. Maybe he's saying something else. Jaunty angle time.
Woo!
And I think in here we should also have an appropriate shop warning as well, if we want to have a...
Just don't have all things.
Yes, but this is also a shop. Think of your customers. It's a little difficult to look upwards, because you kind of have to ram the camera into the ground. Thanks, Mexican guy. Okay, so that's basically mostly what I can do out of this menu, because now we sort of need to move back into scenery.
Fill it with gold.
Yes, fill it with
cheese. Fill it with cheese gold.
Fill it with a giant burger.
Yeah, cheese gold.
Or maybe just vegetables. That's sort of Mexican-ish, I guess.
Yeah, what's having to do with treasure?
So, the treasure is food.
There is never a vegetable treasure.
What else do we have? We just shove a giant chief beef in there.
I'm stuck!
Dynamite.
Dynamite crate. We'll perhaps put that, just on the ground there.
I mean, we could have literal chests.
Oh, there is actually treasure chests in our treasure chest. Yeah,
that's a bit like...
That's fine. That's
Inception. Legit. Maybe we don't want to use the gold one though, because that costs 10,000.
Wow.
Not that I actually have unlimited money because I'm in Sandbox.
Okay, but still.
Let's just shove one of those in.
It shouldn't actually be made of gold. I'm just saying it now.
No, that's true. There is a regular treasure chest.
Can you just make one of those? Could we just get one of those and just make it massive?
No, I don't think you can scale stuff, which is maybe just slightly annoying. Luggage? What even would be an appropriate thing to put in here?
No, I don't see no gold.
Orbital cannon!
Whoa. Okay, that's pretty big. Who's that guy?
Just have an entire pirate band sitting in there.
Pirate cover shot.
You'd have a Planet Coaster Golden Side. It's a bit big.
Yeah, it's a bit big.
Or just a bunch of pots.
Well, you could have some pots in the background. They might work.
Maybe like
just as stuff to fill it up. Yeah. Clonk, clonk. Or a few different pots. Not the same pot.
Well, you've got to do it from front to back, so you have the bigger ones at the front. Well, that's a bit...
And a fat pot.
A little pot like that. What else? Pickaxe. Sack barrow. Bunch of spaceship
stuff.
Ooh, that's not exactly a treasure chest.
A travel chest. It'll do.
Sort of wedge that further in the back, maybe.
Where's my giant coinage?
Giant coinage!
What's that on the left? Straw lamp. It's yellow.
It's golden straw, obviously.
Yeah. Is that clipping through the roof?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't...
Okay, yeah.
The roof is quite thick. We have a big old pot.
Wow.
It's with that. Oh, that's quite big as well.
That's a massive pot.
The purple one's okay, but it's still a bit big. Oh, the green one, there you go.
That's quite fancy looking. Dong.
Doing. Some wooden crates.
Got some crates.
No,
Crate just
did
stick
I
some
go
crates
past
in
the regular treasure chest? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
That's the one I was looking for.
what a beauty.
Try not to clip that through the roof too much. Just need a little bit more space.
Yeah, I mean, it's more actual shiny stuff.
Wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's so shiny.
Well, we could go super hardcore and just break into the art shapes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if we made like a circle small, made it yellow, and then made a stack of them.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So if I go into this, make it sort of yellowy. Yeah, that's sort of yellow, I guess. And then Duplicate and advance move, and then like jiggle it, and then angle it.
Yeah, alright, this is what I'm talking about. We're getting somewhere. So how much would it normally cost for us to make geometric shape?
Like
50
50p
cents.
for this one.
Bargain.
No, wait. I didn't duplicate it.
Alright, so it's got some fairly creative tools in here.
Yes.
I mean, all of it somewhat pointless to the actual game,
Yep,
right?
That's the trick. It's like it's all about how enthusiastic you are about making ridiculous, complicated things. So if I advance move the selection, wait, did that not go?
No.
Oh wait, I'm still selected on the building. I have to select just these, and then no, we need to. Oh no, wait! I've got them inside the buildings. See, I was in building mode where I was editing this building, so it still counts as that building.
I see.
So what I actually need to do is go into edit building, and then
pick these up.
Well, then click on. Can I select these individually inside edit building and then do it from there? No, I still need to actually. I need to select. Oh, it's only the first one's inside the building, so I need to use. Click on that, and then this button, split from building.
Okay, so someone sort of thought of that.
Sort of. It's still slightly inconvenient.
Yeah, it's a little bit clunky.
Okay, just 3, that's better. So now I can go whoop. Shove these up here.
Jumbo coinage.
And then if I really want to, I can... if I use this now, I can select them together and then merge them back into the building so it becomes part of the blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Cheese wheels.
Cheese wheels. Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't actually look like coinage at all. Mexican cheese wheels.
Mexican cheese wheels. Yeah. The Mexican treasure is cheese.
So yeah, that's a little...
Alright, so the fairly ridiculous amount of stuff you can do there then.
Yep, pretty much.
But it is all, like, creation tools.
Yes, it is a lot of making little parts and putting them together into a blueprint type arrangement. It's like, that's why I did... Not that this toilet is very complicated, but I did that with this toilet because there's one at the other end of the park that basically the first thing I did was build a toilet because as soon as I loaded in, I was like, this park doesn't have any toilets. So I was like, I'll build this toilet cave. And then later on I was like, I need another toilet. Well, I'll just copy that.
So these, what's this tunnel there?
It's just
we haven't seen this part of the park.
It goes out to the park entrance. There's basically nothing past these shops.
Okay.
You got this, it's quite difficult to camera through a tunnel. You got the tunnel. You got the little walkway along the beach, and then it goes out here, and it goes out and outside out the park.
It's quite a long entrance.
Well, there used to be an ATM here, which was completely pointless because no one would bother to walk all the way back out here to get money.
Yeah.
So in the end, I just moved that up into the main park. It's just over here now, just casually sitting next to the path. Because at the time, I couldn't actually build an ATM because I hadn't researched it. I was like, oh, well, I'll just steal that one from way over there that's being completely useless.
Oh, I see.
Because sometimes it will let you edit stuff, and sometimes for scenarios it's locked. But all of this is totally unlocked, which is why I built that cosmic cow into there because that used to just be a door.
Okay, yeah. But it's like, well, why not? Why not sell stuff with your space?
You can just totally be like, oh, I need some money. Let me just demolish this entire building for money.
Also, do you I think if we were being like super ideal and stuff, this would be where you'd like set up your restaurant line, like along the bank.
Yeah, maybe like built into that wall.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So then also the other thing, which obviously we haven't talked about yet, is you can still edit the train like a crazy person, and it's quite a ridiculous like carving system. And I'm going to be real bad at trying to show it because I'm not actually good at working with terrain.
Intensity.
But so you can fatten it out.
That looks reminiscent of that sort of terrain building. Reminds me of something.
Sure, like SimCity 4, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you've got all these so if I make this a lot smaller, and you can totally carve into stuff.
Oh, cool.
So you can make proper caves.
Like little holes, yeah.
And then you've got stuff like flatten to surface. So if you pick an angle, you can make a line of wall flat to the line.
Oh, nice.
And then chisel for cutting into a thing flatly and smoothing it off or roughening it.
Generic lumpy mode.
Yep, make it lumpy. And then obviously there's also different textures that you can spray onto it.
Not too many.
No, but the trick is that you can actually, like, if you have just grass, let me make it light again. If you have just grass, like as it is out here, I mean, obviously you can just paint sand and just have it be sand, but if you have turned the intensity way down and then just like really lightly paint over there, you can like start to blend it a bit.
Oh, I see, right.
And then you can blend like all the different textures, so you can actually make it look sort of more natural that way instead of hard-edged. And then there's also this one, the auto paint, which is what this is by default, where it automatically changes it to rock when it goes over a certain angle.
Tries to get the edges, yeah. Because you've already got some pretty good grass inside your hole, which might not be accurate.
Yes. And then there's water, but the water is slightly less, it's a bit more lacking in complexity.
Fill a hole.
Because it basically just like you pick a contour line and it just boop.
Oh, I see. It just goes.
It's not actually physics or anything. It's
right. Just like fill to this lake I can see.
Yeah, just fill to this line.
Oh, right. So so it wouldn't let us do the whole of the hole very much because
it wasn't quite a contour.
It would have spilled out.
And also, there's no actual nothing under the water.
Right.
Because there's no reason to go there.
You not make underwater coasters. With a really dramatic water splash, it just goes waboosh.
I do wonder what would happen if you tried to put a ride into it. Let's just real briefly, I guess not.
Okay, let's just build us a coaster.
Yeah, let's try to, or at least a smallish coaster. Oh man, let's just build something normal, maybe. What we got? Just like the normal looping. That's sane.
The American Arrow.
Left entry, left exit. Yeah, that'll probably work. Put it like. Well, if we wanted to go into the water, we'll probably need to put it a bit further back. Put it near our dumb cave.
A bit of scenery. But I guess it does. I guess that doesn't count as.
Yeah, I don't know if it recognises terrain as being scenery. Right, so let's see if I can even slightly make a decent roller coaster. I wouldn't have thought I can, because I'm real bad at this. But you have all the regular kind of options you need: center track, chain lift, drive tires, brakes and block sections. So you can do all that.
Block sections?
That's where it's a stopping brake that lets you split the track into segments so you can run more than one car at once.
Oh, okay. Safe zones, effectively.
Yeah, safe zones. And there's a lot of pre-built stuff, so you can just slap down
banana rolls.
You slap down a thing, and then these ones you can scale, so you can like basically adjust it to the speed that your coaster is going at the time, I guess. But who wants to do that? You want to do it manually. Because it's way harder than that.
Yeah, and you always end up with such bonkers designs.
So if we go chain lift and then jam it upwards. Obviously chain lift go to maximum angle possible because
everyone likes that.
And then you want to obviously make chain lift pretty damn fast because who wants to sit around on a chain lift?
Yeah. Most boring part of the ride. Alright, so we've got plenty of lake we could drop into.
The other trouble I always have with making roller coasters, I always overestimate how much lift you need. It's like I always end up going way too high, and it's like, oh man, this coaster is way too fast. Slow it down a bit, drop it down. And then the other important question
How easy is it to edit bits of track once you've gone past?
Well, it's actually pretty easy. So the other question is, this one can go over 90 degrees.
Ah, nice.
So we could go for like a 90 degree or over 90 degree drop. Let's just go sort of 90 degree-ish. And then so you have all these controls. This one makes the segment longer and shorter, so you can build a smaller chunk at once. This one is the vertical angle. This one is the cornering, and then this one is bank.
I see. Yeah, so quite a lot of control in your hands there.
Yes, which is why I'm real bad at making coasters because it's too much control. Let's make sure it's banking slightly this way. Right, water, here we go.
Oh, you're just going to go straight to this one.
Why not?
Coolest coaster walk with plank.
Good pirate theming.
It's good, yep.
Oh, it doesn't want to. Oh, yeah, looks like the water probably does actually prevent you from going in it.
Well, you can't create a water splash then.
No, well, at least not on this roller coaster. There might be a type of roller coaster.
Test it.
Yes, we could.
Test it right now.
We could just test it. Hang on, let me just build this last segment. Yes, it's like, no, can't do that. How do I start a test from here? There you go.
I'm assuming running test doesn't cost you anything.
No.
All these poor dummies.
Yes, the poor crash test dummies. So the question is, what is actually going to happen? Are they going to hit the water? I wouldn't have thought so. I bet it'll go through the water at least. Probably won't have a splash effect.
It's got to have a splash. Yeah,
they
splash. Yeah, look at that. I bet they skipped a bit as well.
Well, that might have just been coincidence.
Yeah.
And then they evaporate into confetti.
Yay! Happy explosions. Alright.
Well, let's bank along this wall, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
After this exceptionally large drop.
You're in the water again.
No, that's not. Back it up. That angle slightly less.
So if we went back to, like, if we want to raise that whole section a bit.
So if you go back, we can basically, if we go, let's just go to the top of the lift, maybe this bit. So if you click on any segment, you get this, where you can extend your selection in or out.
Oh, weird.
And then on each individual part...
Oh, right, it still matches it to the segments you were making.
Yeah, more or less. It's still like the amount of segment that you were working with. But then on each one, you can shift them individually and rebank them.
Huh.
And then the important thing is, which is how you make coasters that you make any use at all, is these buttons.
Smooth wall and smooth banking.
Yeah, so you can basically, once you've made your roller coaster, you can just go bam, smooth wall, and it gets rid of all the jiggliness that you've inevitably made trying to do it manually.
Yeah, like the irritating sudden banks.
Yeah. Still doesn't help if you don't really know what the hell you're doing with designing a roller coaster in general, but... So, start a corner.
I need more bank than that. You're going to be travelling some hella speed.
Well, you've got to ease into the banking. You've got to do it in 2 segments. Or 3 segments, depending on how fast we're going. Overbank. Don't think we need overbank on this corner exactly. Probably 90 degrees will be fine. Pull it in a bit more.
Try and go up a bit as well. Or you get,
well,
could you wade through that tiny gap?
Cave?
Yeah, got to go through the cave. It's custom made.
We've got to get an inversion at some point, yeah?
Oh, yeah, get an inversion through the cave.
Well, hang on, what? Oh, yeah, we could loop over the cave.
Could we fit 2 tracks there?
I reckon we probably could.
All right.
If we go low on this side and then high on that side.
Okay.
So it's like a slightly
I won't have it, so
loop.
they're facing away from each other, I guess. Or...
Well, no. I mean, I think we might be able to do it. Let's see if we can even get this.
Ruining the beauty of this natural formation, but...
As always. That's what theme parks do. Ruin natural beauty. So we want to stay down, start unbanking. Maybe a little less than that. Still this way. Okay. We're getting there.
Alright.
We're going to want to still come in. Yeah, that will probably work, probably.
Should you got enough room for a second track there? I suppose maybe just. You might need to be a little lower to the ground.
I might need to go slightly further towards that wall, I think, on the entrance. Might need to make this slightly less curved.
Come down a bit, yeah.
Stay low. And then come up on this piece, I think.
Yeah. But, yeah, as long as you leave yourself enough room to go back for it. Yeah, you can curl left a little here if you want to. I suppose.
Should work. Alright, so now we just start lining this
ramp it up.
No, not quite like that.
Dodging the trees.
Oh, there's a tree in the way. Let me just... wait, hang on. It doesn't auto demolish trees, which is slightly awkward. I do find that slightly annoying, especially when you're not even roller coasters, like when you're just placing a normal flat ride and there's just like scenery in the way. I just wish there was an option where you could just like hit delete and just have it delete everything that's in the way. So now we're going, pretty much straight up here, so that's fine. Then on this segment, we need to give it a very slight sideways angle to start looping the loop onto the other track. How close can we go? Should we go for a real head cutter?
Yeah. We're probably going to be like totally abusing some G-force rules here. I don't
know, it's a loop. It's totally fine. Let's get a tiny bit. No, not that way. That way. Tiny bit more angle.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, why are we not moving left, right there?
It's because it's pointing straight down.
Wait, it's put a pillar in the way.
That's fine. You can turn those off, and it'll also delete it anyway.
Okay. Cutting it fine.
Oh, I think I may need to tighten up that top bit.
What happens if you make another piece? Let's just see will it work.
Well, the thing is that if we want to, we can just turn on auto tunnel, and it will get rid of that bit of landscape.
Oh, interesting.
Or it should do anyway. I'm not sure if it's going to.
Cutting a bit there as well.
Yeah, it's not actually going to do it, is it? Oh, it's probably because of these rocks.
No,
let's turn off auto tunnel again. Let's back up to this bit and tighten it up just no, not that one. Tighten it up just a little bit more. I should be able to pull out slightly faster. Straight to a pillar. Yeah, that'll work.
Why is the pillar still there?
Because I haven't built this bit yet.
Okay.
Then we have to figure out what we're actually going to do after this point. Just
get it home.
Just do some helixes and loop it back to the start, I guess. So let's keep it reasonably level. Or maybe go for a little bit of airtime, because airtime is always important in coasters. Like a banking airtime. Oh, it didn't delete that thing yet, but that's fine. We can actually fix that. So all you do is you just click on the section and you go over here and you just turn off track sports. Whoop. Which, looks kind of ridiculous, but it solves the clipping problem.
Yeah.
It's a shame that one... It was just because that one track piece was precisely in the wrong place. But, I mean, maybe if you went back and rebuilt that segment out of smaller pieces, you could get better position track supports, maybe. Let's try evening this out into a bank, maybe an overbank, and then loop it back against this wall.
Just corkscrew it.
Yeah, basically. That might be a bit tight. Or we could do a straight corkscrew, just have it flip over and go down. Probably not from this height though.
Yeah, you could. We'll pull it up now.
What you mean, just do basically like this?
And then curl back in the direction of the.
It could work. So let's see if I can pull it off though, because once you get upside down, I always get well confused about which direction I'm meant to be banking and stuff.
Well, you're right now. Just finish the loop from here.
So straight and downwards.
Not might not have enough room.
No, I think we might not. Unless I just shorten the segment and try and pull a real tight corner. Whoops.
Oh.
I clicked on the other bit of track.
Keep it going. Yeah.
That seems like that's probably going to be real bad, but we'll see how that goes.
Let's just finish this off now.
Well, let's just do one more straight loop, maybe. Or we'll use a
Do you reckon we'll have enough speed at this point?
Probably. We'll use a pre-built one.
Okay.
Let's make it real quick. Actually, hang on. Let's just throw in a bit more excitement and do a little bit of airtime, lumps. That's what you want. Just 0G.
Yeah. It'll be a lump. So way, and then way into a loop.
Yes, ideally. Straight, and then...
Are we blocking off the entrance to this thing by putting a loop here? Or can they come in from the sides?
I don't know where we'll be able to build the queue path, but we can probably fuck around with it, or we can move the entrances onto the other side. What sort of loop do we need? Just a standard vertical loop. Right. That's probably a bit big.
There you go. And then just bring it home. Brake strip, or just in case you need it.
We probably will do. So yeah, you can also just, after we've got this, we'll give it a little bit of run off so that you don't come out of that loop and immediately brake. Friction brakes. I need one more square. Friction brakes. And then you just hit autocomplete. Whoop!
Bonus.
Might need drivetrain on that bit. We'll see. To keep it moving. These bits can't even take drive. That's slightly...
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You think so?
Let's just try it.
Is it flat?
I just want to run it.
Oh, it's more or less flat. Okay. Is there anything else that we need? Well, yeah, we'll try it without smooth banking and see what it looks like. That's the important thing. So if we start the test, go to the right camera, the C one ideally. Now we get to see how horrifically jiggly this looks.
Tickety.
And see if it makes it all the way around. Which it should, I think.
Excitement mounting. Fear mounting.
Oh, nice. That's not actually that bad.
It's a little bit jiggly. Your head would be jostling.
Yes. And it does make it around the last
Just, yeah.
Yeah, that's solid.
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
Might have a lateral G problem on that last corner, but we'll see. Oh, not terrible.
That's pretty good.
So if we go to heat map, well, no, actually, hang on. First of all, what we need to do is stop test. So try to remember these numbers.
6.94.
So it's 753-ish. Now what we need to do is select this, select the whole track, and then go wham, smooth backing. Smooth everything. Just make everything more smooth.
Okay.
It doesn't always completely succeed. I've had cases where it's made things significantly worse when you've hit that button.
Okay.
And then you just go back in and fiddle around. So now let's look at this in smooth mode. See what this looks like when the computer has fixed it up a bit.
Smooth mode. There's a void out there.
Yep, pigeons. Not ducks.
Not ducks.
And you can't click them. They don't go whack.
No.
See how much smoother that banking is?
So close to that pillar there as well. Well, wait.
Oh, that's much
yeah,
nicer.
that is a bit better. Woohoo!
That's pretty solid. Now the question is, has it improved the stats? Now that I've let the computer smooth it all out. So pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I think nausea maybe went down a little bit. So let's have a quick look at the heat maps. Where's the... No, it's pretty exciting all the way through. That's solid. Yeah, nothing too terrible on fear either. I mean, if we scenaried it, if we added extra stuff,
yeah,
it'd probably mess with
we
that.
could up the fear rating a bit.
And yeah, as you'd expect, the corkscrew into lump section is quite gorgeous.
Nobody likes the 0G section in terms of...
Well, it's probably because it comes immediately after a corkscrew.
Yeah.
Like, really immediately. So how's the G-forces? Okay, lateral G. Oh, well, yeah, it's not great on that last corner, but it's probably alright.
You get to enjoy a bit of...
There's the 0G section, that's good. Slightly heavy on the vertical G's on that really tight corner. And nothing terrible on 4Gs. Good.
Splendid. We done good.
Well, there you go.
That's a coaster.
And there's probably just enough space there to fit the queue and the exit with a bridge, maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe come back out towards the final
corner. Or you can just
and
carve the ground down and build under.
I guess.
Like whatever.
Yeah, or you could bridge over your curves there at the end.
Yeah, totally fine.
All right, what else is there to show? Let's wrap this up a bit.
Don't think there's much more else to show. I mean, that's pretty much more or less how this all works. I mean, you've got park management. It's not overly complicated on the park management. Like when you've got different people, your staff have happiness. So you can give them, you can change their salary, you can change what tasks they work on, you can change where they work by setting up. It's not exactly like zones like it used to be. You basically pick like objects, basically, and then they'll patrol the paths that are in the vicinity of those objects. So if you say pick like rides and then set a mechanic, you'll only patrol between those rides.
Oh, I see. Right. So you might end up losing some coverage because the route he takes between them might not.
Yeah, it's like you can't control it quite as precisely as you used to be able to in Roller Coaster Tycoon, where you could lay down in precisely which paths they were restricted to. And then you can actually train your staff as well, so make them slightly quicker, which is mainly important for like shops, because people don't queue very much for shops. Like, this is about as long a queue as you get, like 3 or 4 groups stacked.
Otherwise, people just wander off.
Yeah, otherwise people just are like, oh, that queue looks a bit too long, then they just leave.
Hey, wait. Focus in on this kid here.
Which one?
This green in the green hoodie.
That green one.
In the green hoodie.
I'm trying. Hang on. Oh, he stopped to look at Chief Beef. Evan Griffin.
He's got quite the resemblance to Jeff Gerson.
He's just he's not quite big enough for Jeff.
No, not quite.
Well, I mean, he's a teenager, I suppose.
Yeah.
Everyone's enjoying Chief Beef.
You're not really fighting crime there, are you, Chief Beef?
He's the chief. The chief doesn't fight crime. The chief organises the police department. Hang on,
can we also hire like his subordinates then?
So,
oh,
there's not one for the Mexican place.
Wait, is that not? It's not the guy down there.
No, that's for Tiki Chiki.
Oh, Tiki Chiki.
The fucking cosmic cow with his goddamn creepy ass udder.
Yeah. Wait. He uses his udder as a space balloon.
Yep, sure does.
That is as a hopper.
It's a real worry.
Yeah. Okay.
And the giant dinosaur, and of course, Coaster King.
The spirit of thrill seekers. Oh yeah!
Listen to him
squeak. And he squeaks around. Alright, he's quite cool. I can get behind some Coaster King.
Yep, sure can.
Not as much as I can get behind Chief Beef. But
no, I don't think anything beats Chief Beef.
No pizza, I noticed on the menu.
No.
I'm quite disappointed.
Unless it's like a sub-item in one of the shops, because they do have, like, if you go into... You can do the classic thing where you can change what extras are on it.
Oh, I see.
And how much you charge for each individual type of thing.
So you haven't allowed any extras?
No, this was a no extra park.
Oh, this is where the games like this become a bit ethereal to me, because it's just like, well, what effect is that having?
Apparently the extras mainly change how much energy you get from the food stuff.
Right.
So, like, they fill food and Hearst.
A cargo area has broken down.
No, that's one of my rides.
Oh, you got a ride called Cargo Area?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling very imaginative of that one. Well, it's because it's a cargo area. Look, see, I themed it appropriately.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
With all the cargo stuff and like the little shop front and the cranes.
Well, it's a little bit on the booth is on fire.
Yes, just that's where it breaks down apparently. Directly on the control panel.
Oh, so is that? Okay, I quite like it. I quite like his awkward animation there. He's like,
this is fine.
Where's the mechanic, guys? Okay, that's.
Where is the mechanic?
He looks like. Wait, zoom in on that guy again.
Which guy?
The booth guy. Wait, face the camera there a second. I can't work out if it's a BG or a younger Branson. Probably a BG.
It's kind of Branson-y.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the mechanic.
Oh, some puke.
Yep, there sure is. My Candyman hasn't been round recently, apparently.
Oh, wait, it's a proper theme park game now.
Yep.
There's some puke.
That's how you know it. Go mechanic guy.
Oh, look at that guy in the glasses. Oh man, everyone is so happy. This is so happy. We haven't actually seen an unhappy person yet. I kind of want to see what unhappy face looks like.
They sag and they,
but that's just the older gentleman though.
There you go. He's fixing it.
It looks like he's got a little vending machine in there.
Well, it's the control. It's
I know, but it looks like little buttons to get some
dispense working.
Get us some Orangina out of it. Dispense the working. Hop. Yay.
And there's a lot of, if you go over here, even just the crowd stuff is like kind of, it tells you a lot. Like you can see Like this, when you get people like this who are just like looking around, that means they're looking for something.
Ew, I stepped in sick.
Like this guy's looking for first, and he's like, where's my drink
stand?
Where's the drink shop?
Where's my Cosmic Cow?
And you also notice...
Heading to Cosmic Cow Milkshakes 56.
You also notice as roller coasters go past, sometimes you'll see people get excited. Like that.
They're like, oh.
They're like, oh, look at that. They clap
yeah,
and cheer.
woo!
So it's like, yeah, actual
some
theme park design kind of important.
Some reaction going on, yeah.
Like it actually matters where you put stuff and how well designed things are.
You can't just put them... Well, you get a benefit by putting them in...
I mean, you can.
Making them visible.
You can just totally make it as generic, like just slap a ride down and don't do anything as you want,
But it actually pays to put a little thought into it.
Yeah.
Well, or at least make it as crowded as possible.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm sure you don't need to put thought in it. It's just like, I'm just going to build a big pile of rocks, because each individual rock probably counts as one point of scenery or whatever.
So that barrel thing that's going on there, did you get to design what that was?
That's just animatronics segment.
Okay.
It just conveniently fit.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. For my cargo area design ride.
It would have been quite nice to have made scenery marble runs out of the coaster materials.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. So yeah,
alright,
that's Planet Coaster. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
For a modern coaster style game.
Seems legit. We'll hear more, I'm assuming, on the Salad Cast,
Sure
which will go live before this video does.
Yeah.
So you'll have already heard about all the deep mechanics that Zac has learned through.
Or you'll probably hear most of the same stuff that we talked about in this video, only in audio form.
Alright, great. Repetition of content.
Yep. Good for us.
Right, can you puke us up some text on screen? Some information for our punters.
Not sure I can.
Yeah, you just can't even make any kind of puke up noise.
No, I'm not gonna.
No.
And we'll go back to the main menu, so we just have some backing music for our outro.
No, you're in the background. Can you hurl us some text? That'll work.
That will work.
That'll work. Look at it in all its goopy beauty.
Oh wait, there was one more thing.
Oh wait, get rid of that text.
Get rid of that text for a minute.
Swallow it back.
Yeah. One more thing that I just wanted to mention about how nice the sound design and stuff is. In the game as well, when you've got rides that have music, the music has a starting and ending that times with the ride as well, so it properly transitions. But then with this on the menu, you've got the menu theme, and it has dynamic menu music. So when you go to hear it, fades out slightly, but when you go into Sandbox, depending on which one of these you're mousing over, the music changes slightly.
I'm not hearing it. It's not the music. There's just a looping atmospheric sound going on.
It does slightly, but you can't really hear it that well.
No, maybe we can't hear it.
And then when you load, it transitions into another phase of music, and then there's an ending fade out of the music that goes into the part when you load. It's just nice. It's just nice.
A little bit of detail. Completely pointless, but makes you feel good.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Bring that text back.
Let me cough it back up.
Yeah.
I mean, I swallowed down Gnome's puke there. There you go.
Gross.
Yeah, it was quite gross.
Yeah.
My throat doesn't feel so good after that. A little bit of burning sensation. Hop. There's a few things on screen that we would like you to go do. Go visit the Cosmic Facebook and drink it down. Go visit Chief Twitter. I mean, I can't think of a position that rhymes with Twitter. Lieutenant Twitter?
No.
And
private Twitter, that's literally.
And then finally go visit happysalad.netalente.
That'd be a good web address.
Netalente. To go see the audio of the podcast.
You can see the website, or you can see the website in order to get the audio.
Yeah.
You need to look at it in order to functionally work that website.
And you're already in Planet YouTube, so good job.
Yep.
You're probably there.
Probably.
And if you don't know how to get there from here,
we can't help you.
We can't help you. No. We could perhaps put some more pirate animatronics along the pathway to back to YouTube. But that costs money, yo. Animatronics don't grow on trees.
Yep, it costs $1 a day to run one of these.
Man, get maintenance costs on that?
Yep, for the animatronic ones.
Can they, if they break down?
I don't think they can break down.
Oh, I was about to say, but I hope they can break down bad, a real kooky and scary,
That's a different game.
Okay. 5 nights at Zac's theme park.
Yep.
All right, thank you. We're done here. Shut it down.
Will do.